In just under 30 minutes, we'll be kicking you over to the Belasco Theater, starting the show with an exclusive look at gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, X-Defiant, and more. But first up, let's enjoy a little sunbathing under the palm trees and take a look at some live games like Skull and Bones and Rocksmith Plus, a new VR title from Just Dance, and a few indie games supported by Ubisoft.
In video games, we often have an element of illusion, of trickery, and smoke and mirrors. In order to emulate the complexity of water, we must start with research and reference. I couldn't even begin to count how many hours I've spent studying water over the years. To create and simulate, first we must understand how it looks, how it moves, how it feels, and how it is affected by the world around it. It's a good thing I'm the water guy, and water's been a huge part of my entire life. In Skull and Bones, our world is a fictionalized version of the Indian Ocean. It was important to us that it felt as though you were exploring distinct and unique locations. Each region has a different look and feel, such as the East Indies looking more gloomy and desaturated versus the open seas with its bright azure blue waters. We also put a lot of effort into the visuals or the rendering of our water. We've improved the way foam forms, we've improved the wave translucency, the way light shines through the waves, and we've also added some new surprises like bioluminescence that you might find sailing around the world at night. Perhaps the biggest challenge of all is that all of us are expert critics when it comes to water. We have all seen it and felt it in some way, making it incredibly difficult to do perfectly. You may not know precisely why it doesn't look right, just that it doesn't. One of the many challenges with water that other environments don't have is that it is constantly in motion. Where terrain, for example, should be static, water needs to move and support the numerous ways players can interact with it. In video games, we often have an element of illusion, of trickery, and smoke and mirrors. Unlike film, we need to render many frames per second, so we could not possibly do it for real. This is particularly true for water, since we cannot simulate billions of particles, give them gravity, drop them, and see what happens. In a nutshell, this is what a lot of game development is. We look for clever ways we can make complicated real-world elements believable in the simplest way possible. It also needs to not only look realistic, but also be adaptable with our gameplay mechanics and ship physics. Speaking of physics, in Skull and Bones, players will have choice over the size and type of ship they want to sail. The size, shape, and weight of a ship all needed to be taken into account with the water system. For example, smaller ships will have less mass, higher buoyancy, and therefore float higher in the water. This means you will feel all the waves much more than on a bigger ship, which will have more mass, sit lower in the water, and have increased drag, yet will not be as impacted by the smaller waves. We put dedicated focus on iteration between wave shape, size, and movement to balance with the way the ship physics behave. It was a constant back and forth iterative process to find something that was visually appealing, felt realistic, and was fun to navigate. The driving force of our wave formation is the fast Fourier transform, or FFT algorithm. Utilizing various layers of the FFT at different frequencies is the foundation of our water simulation. Low frequency is the slow, deep swells of the sea, whereas higher frequencies give us the choppy, smaller waves. Of course, I am simplifying this quite a bit, but it is iterating on these FFT layers and the amazing collaborative effort across many teams and disciplines that give us the amazing water we have in Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones represents the culmination of years of innovations and advancements. We are incredibly proud of our authentic, diverse, multiplayer naval experience and the water tech that makes it all possible. I hope you enjoy sailing our water as much as we love creating it.
Hey everybody, it's time for a fun little musical break with Rocksmith Plus, the award-winning method that was voted the fastest way to learn guitar, and it's helped over 5 million players. That's a lot of players. Watch this. Iconic riffs that have never been easier to learn before, and check this out. Not only can you learn your favorite songs in guitar and bass, Rocksmith Plus now also offers piano. You can learn official recordings of hit songs from your favorite artists like Metallica, Green Day, Paramore, The White Stripes, and many, many more. Better yet, in addition to PC and mobile, Rocksmith Plus is also available on PlayStation. Learn a new instrument, or just make yourself a little proud by improving your skills.
Try for free today.
Mr. Spade?
Sophie? What's going on?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes.
I could keep an eye out and call you if I see our mysterious photographer return.
Are you telling me I should snoop around?
Well, it's nothing you haven't done before, is it?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I was...
Spying on our manager?
I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it.
What the hell?
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. I need you to tell me everything that happened.
Maybe don't mention that to the police.
Did you touch anything?
No, nothing. What a week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you.
I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not.
Hey!
Oh, I didn't know if we were going frozen on this one.
Oh, that was... yeah, we are. And we're back. It's cold out here. We're always frozen. All right, bold predictions. We'll see the Ubisoft logo.
Yeah, I think there will
We're going to see a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Think so? They already announced it. They don't
Yeah, they're going to show more. That's what it's all about. I know. How about Assassin's Creed 2 remake?
Assassin's Creed 2 remake?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Back when Assassin's Creed was good.
Have you played any of them?
I played some of the very first one.
Like how much?
A long time ago. Like...
An hour? 2?
Well, no, more than that. I played for like... Man, that was a while ago. That was like... When did they first start coming out? They've been out for
a long time.
It's been a long time. So I was probably like a teenager or early 20s at the time.
On the PS3 360 gen.
Yeah. Okay. Then I would have been.
But for now,
then it probably would have come out when I was like 18, 19-ish. But I remember playing it on the PS3. I remember my cousin had it and he let me borrow it. And I played. There's like a day I spent like playing the first one for a little while and like. I remember enjoying it, but it didn't keep me interested enough to like keep playing it. I mean, it might have had I given it a longer chance.
But then
they've always looked like cool games. I feel like every time I've seen a trailer for one, it looks like a good game.
You know, on the there used to be this thing, you know, with the knife where you and then slowly push the person down. You know, out of respect, and so I got my brother-in-law one of those Assassin's Creed claws for Christmas. So that was obviously an ongoing joke. He's been, and then put us down with it. And apparently my sister got really sick of it because, you know, that continued on at the house.
So your sister doesn't like the game?
No, she likes the game. She just doesn't like to be continually fake stabbed. I think once you get to the 400th time, you're like, you know what?
The joke is
so I gotta
done now.
Yeah. I told him like it's about time you dust it off and do it again. So yeah. I just realized
Which brother is this?
That's a long Bob.
Bob.
My brother-in-law. Yeah, not you, brother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said brother-in-law.
I just realized
so Bob kept the joke going.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even better.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're saying like when you guys were like teenagers at home. No, you're saying with her now husband, Bob.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually better. I love it.
Oh yeah, he just randomly sneak up behind Bobby.
Okay, the joke's old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is pretty great. So if you want me to get you one of those for Christmas,
I can.
You know, just Haley's walking
Sneak
around.
Up behind Haley.
Sometimes you have to fake her like, I love you so much, sweetheart. You know, it has to be like that. Like she thinks you're going in for a hug.
She wouldn't understand because she hasn't played the game.
Well, just to show her a clip, then you just keep it. Should we get some audio?
Yeah, we can't actually hear. I just realized we can't hear any of the game audio at all. We have not set that up for ourselves yet.
Searching for a tactical PvP shooter. Unlike
I'm gonna say a 3 out of 10.
Faster, think sharper, and fight smarter.
I think there's hope for the Star Wars game.
Siege. There are always two sides.
But it's also Ubisoft, but it's also Ubisoft, so
at the beginning of every
they may have found some way to ruin it.
You did take my excitement up a notch because I forgot about that.
Yeah, I have some excitement for the Star Wars game.
Yeah. What they should look fun.
There's always that chance there's something we don't know about that we're like, oh, okay. Ubisoft has not been a game developer that's really intrigued me much in the last few years. The last thing they've done that I actually thought was good was the South Park game.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Were you interested in Mario Rabbids at all?
It looked like a fun game.
Yeah.
I just haven't played it.
Star Wars does look good, especially when she's flying around on that little ship. Which something about that always. Whenever I'm in a fantasy game of doing something that just looks entertaining, like especially a hover ship, that looks entertaining. I do agree, though. It looks good.
To bring a perfect strategy to life.
Myzen, how's the day going, dude? Mace.
Siege has more than 65 operators to choose from. You can pick the operator
that
matches your own.
I'm hoping we get a little surprise.
It definitely, based on the last trailer we saw for Star Wars, it definitely looked like it had a little bit of a like. It was third person, kind of what you'd expect from like something like Uncharted or Tomb Raider as far as like gameplay mechanics. You know, had the climbing mechanic, the duck and cover, shooting, a little bit of stealth.
You do have to pay for duck and cover, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you want to do that, that's part of the.
But it is supposedly open
deluxe
world.
edition. Yeah, to get open world though, you have to have the collector's edition. Yeah,
well, that makes sense.
If not, it's linear. What up, Kragus? Twerking, huh?
Yeah, just twerking.
Destruction is a tool that will be.
Sometimes you get busy twerking.
Do you?
Once you start,
it's hard to stop.
So you get busy doing it.
Invitational crowns the best Rainbow Six Siege players, turning them into worldwide icons.
Man, dude. Well, we're gonna continue to pray for you, bud. I want to reach out to you after this to see how you're doing. So, but
it's not about if you can outgun your opponent.
Hope you're doing okay, man. We're always thinking about you, praying for you. I don't want to talk about too much here, but just let you know we're always thinking about you. We talk about you quite frequently.
Mace is twerking hard for the money.
Remember that one time?
Twerk hard for
we were at that buffet and I was like, do you remember that one time that Myzen did, he went to the, you remember that? And then we were at the park and I was like, you remember that one time that Myzen He's getting brought up all the time. You remember we made a slip and slide? I was like, this reminds me of Mizen. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had a friend turn 24. I was like, you never Mizen's like the number is 24. You know what I mean? We're always thinking of you.
Being at Ubisoft Montreal is very surreal. It feels like a full circle moment.
Seems to be a lot of game studios in Montreal. Is this a big place for game studios? Because isn't there Adios Montreal? And I feel like I've heard of others being in Montreal too.
Ubisoft Photo Mode contest.
What's the? Why can't I think of the name of the company that makes the Arkham games? Or at least they made a.
Well, I know that who makes the Tomb Raider games is literally called like I don't
Montreal
know,
something.
Adios Montreal or something like that.
Is it Adios or Idios?
It's like EIDIOS.
It's definitely Monday, huh? Yeah, that weekend went by. It's like we were streaming a lot. But, you know, we had some good surprises. There was a lot of good stuff sprinkled in the event. Actually, would you agree that we saw so much that so little was bad that it actually was a little overwhelming?
With the Xbox?
I'm not talking about just Xbox. The whole thing.
Yesterday?
Like, there were so many games. I'm like, that looks interesting. That looks interesting.
Yep.
There's obviously the ones where like, yeah, that's I'm sure it's fun, not for us. But
yesterday
yeah.
was the best, like, by far.
Doom, I thought looked freaking cool. I forgot the end of the trailer of Doom. You're on a dragon, okay, flying.
Oh yeah.
And by the way,
that really shocked us because that's not normal.
I don't know if you caught this. Your character goes into a giant mech suit, like Pacific Rim style, to fight a creature that's like the size of Godzilla. So you're like, and
I don't remember seeing that.
Then after that, you're riding a dragon, and you open up a giant's mouth and blow your. It just looks like pure chaos.
So it was like, let's just take everything fun and.
Steven, what's up, man? How are you, sir? How's the family doing?
House.
For any of you that don't know Steven, longtime buddy, please go check out his channel. Give him a sub. Just awesome dude. Good content. We recommend him. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going though, man? I imagine you are pretty busy as well. Alright, dude, sounds good. They did.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty good.
The Xbox is it's kicking around a little bit now.
Yeah. It's like they were all exclusive, but it's like
I know, that is the thing.
Gears of War, Fable.
I don't know of other than Fable and Perfect Dark, Gears of War.
Uh-huh.
There was those are the only ones I can think of that I know for a fact are exclusive. But they did show a lot of stuff, and they are most of them all said coming to the Game Pass Day 1. So there's some good stuff coming to people who have Xboxes at least.
There is one thing I really like about the Series X is the fact that all of the games can be played on it from previous generations. So it is kind of fun to hunt down some of the older games, or if you already have some older games that they play on there. So there's at least that.
The game we were talking about earlier, I remember I looked up the casting of Frank Stone.
That's what it is,
That's
right?
the one, yeah, from Supermassive Games, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
That's a must
That was
play.
not on the Xbox One. That was the whatever the showcase was the day before. Future Game Show, I think, is what showed
that was a lot of stuff we saw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know it's true because they decided just to have a limited edition one with 2 terabytes, and it's now $4.99 still. Then they have their all digital version.
Mm-hmm.
1 terabyte. I think that one is that one going to be $3.99? The 1 terabyte digital? Dude, we need to play some Super Monkey Ball. Pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
It's fun because not every puzzle is like solved the same. So there was this one time you had to like jump off this thing and kind of land on a platform, and then you're up in the air and you have to move around. There's no sides to it, so you can just fall off whenever. And I like multiple times like I'm just gonna try to launch as high as I can to get as far along the platform as I can and just try to stop myself. And I remember I tried it like 15 times and I was like, shh, just land and stop myself. And I was like, it felt so satisfying. Yeah. Feels like they could have. But they got those 12 teraflops. You got to pay for those flops.
Yeah.
You know?
Always paying for the flops.
Mm-hmm. It's going to cost you. I think it's for every flop is... Now I'm trying to do some math.
I am kind of curious about what Xbox is trying to do.
Every 3.5
I know
flops.
that Microsoft has just ridiculous money because of all the other things they do outside of gaming. So they have the money to buy up studios and everything, and maybe it'll turn out to be good for them in the future. Just as of right now, what was it? The last thing I saw, they're selling like it's like less than half. Like they're not anywhere close to the sales of the PS5. Like not even a tiny bit. And
they strike at us.
I'm curious how many.
But they are announcing tons of games and they're buying tons of studios, but they're also not exclusives. So you don't need an Xbox to play it. Like, I mean, maybe
they're trying to get people on Game Pass. Which, you know what? We need to talk about that. Last year was a major push. Game Pass, do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything. Get it now on Game Pass. Available day one Game Pass. I don't remember seeing much of that.
Most of
you?
them said day one.
They did it? Okay.
They said
Then
it right at the end of the trailer.
Then I'm just used to it, so never mind. Thought that maybe they're trying a different approach here, but I guess not. So the point is, yeah, I guess we're just going Game Pass.
Not every single one of them said day one on Game Pass, though. There was a few I noticed that didn't.
Did you feel like it was at least less of a push this year?
Yeah. I felt like in the past years, that was their whole goal, was just a big Game Pass advertisement.
Yeah.
But I will say...
Say it.
I don't think I've gotten my money's worth of Game Pass, but I have played some games from Game Pass, and it was nice to be like, well, it's on Game Pass. I guess I can just play it there.
I will say this. I don't know how many months I've had off and on of it, but
you would have spent less on buying the individual games, but at this point, probably.
Well, I was more thinking to myself, when I play it, how long am I actually using it? And I feel like every time I turn on Games Pass, it's literally to play 15 minutes. Do you have any long play sessions on it? I guess you were playing Persona 5. That was probably long.
Yeah, I played quite a bit of Persona 5. I'm currently playing Persona 3 on it. So that's...
Okay.
That's been...
Reminds me of SS Tricky.
That's been worth it.
What was that? Did you catch that?
It's weird. I actually bought the Yakuza Like a Dragon, the first one. I actually bought that for Xbox, the actual disc version, and then it came out on Game Pass like a week later. So I just played it through Game Pass because it was easy just not to go put the disc in, the Xbox.
Yeah, I gotcha. But what other disc are you putting in, you know?
That's the only. I think that's the only disc game.
That's what I'm saying. So it was good to stay in.
Maybe one or two other. I'm trying to think if I haven't bought much for Xbox when it comes to actually buying physical games. I've used my Xbox as a Game Pass machine, basically. If a game is on Game Pass, I'll play it on Xbox. If it's not on Game Pass, I'll buy it on PlayStation, pretty much.
Do you have any desire to get some old games for it?
Like for the Xbox?
Yeah.
A little bit, but I just haven't looked into it yet.
You'd probably have fun playing the Gears games.
I have one or two of them that from the past Xbox that I just also haven't played.
By the way, did anybody catch the name of that?
They're on the
Game
Pass
game
though.
Going down the mountain, it looked kind of fun.
The Gears games are on Game Pass though. So the bike game? No, I did not catch the name of the bike game.
I guess we can go small now. Some of these games are newer.
Yeah, we can.
Go.
Because now I find myself looking over.
Yeah.
Guys, there was a smoke right in front of me. I'm dead.
Remember The Division? That looks so cool when it was first announced. That'd be an interesting conversation. Like games that you saw and you were like, that looks awesome, and you wrote it down. You're all excited about it. Then it like starts to get close to coming down. You're like, this doesn't look like what I originally thought.
This is not quite what I wanted.
It makes you wonder how many people do these like tech demos of a game, and that's like, once again, I'm gonna keep talking about Forspoken here. Do you remember like the whole sliding and grinding and like jumping? I swear those mechanics just looked like they were gone, or wasn't even smooth like that anymore.
Or it was probably just a cutscene that was made for.
Yeah. Still need to play this.
What is this? Is this Assassin's Creed Mobile?
Mirage. I think it's Mirage. Just on.
Just on mobile now.
Yeah. With HDR. We need to do our Kishi Ultimate.
I forgot that this was the Ubisoft, not the Xbox. We were talking about Xbox stuff, and I was like, man, I'm surprised Xbox is going to even show a PlayStation controller on there, but this is not an Xbox thing, which makes sense. Ubisoft doesn't care. Their games are for both.
Man, I'm finding it harder and harder to understand the point of stuff going to mobile, because every console has a streaming service.
Thousands of improvements, updates, and balancing
directly
changes,
play it there.
But you have to buy it again.
Yeah, I know.
I just can't get.
What really amazes me, I saw a video the other day. You know, you can buy the Resident Evil games mobile now. And they're like the full, like the newer ones, like Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil 8. And they actually work on an iPad.
Yep.
Like, that just amazes me that we've gotten to the point where a tablet is powerful enough to play that game. It did not. I saw they showed side by side. It does not look as good as like the PS5 or.
Now I don't know this, but can that play without having any internet?
I don't know.
I'm curious if is it using any power hub? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It seemed like the graphics were considerably worse, but still not like wasn't like terrible. So I do think it was running directly on the system.
Yeah, the Prince of Persia game got a lot of good feedback. Man, come find me. Yeah, I just can't figure that out. Cause like, think about it. For you and me, for instance, we have all those games on PlayStation, and then we have it all on Steam. All those games. At least I have it on both consoles.
Are you talking about Resident Evil?
Yeah. Each one of those I have on Steam. And I have it on PlayStation, so what's the point of me buying it a third time on mobile when I can already play it on mobile?
Yeah, because you can play it on a Steam Deck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
is it cheaper?
I don't know. I don't think so. It might be slightly. I mainly have them all on Steam
Prince
because
of Persia was fun.
They had a huge sale like a year ago. Capcom had a giant Steam sale, and like it was like each game, like there were some Resident Evil games for like 50 cents or like $1. I think I bought literally every Resident Evil game. They even had like an option. It was like own every Resident Evil game for like $30. Like every
Steam?
Yes, and I was like,
including 7 and 8.
Yes.
No.
I was like, might as well. I mean, it was a giant Capcom sale. So
man, I'm not sure.
Took advantage of that while it was an option.
Actually, I am sure. I'm not excited about the new Assassin's Creed. I'm like literally when they did Mirage, which I got less excited about when I first saw it. I was like, oh, it feels like they're kind of going back to their roots. This looks like they're going the complete opposite direction. And I don't remember who was yesterday that said that they're overdoing samurai themes, and
I agree.
There's a lot of samurai
feel like that,
themes. So it's hard for me to get excited about that. Like where maybe if they would have done that earlier, a couple years earlier, it would have been cool. I'm just not. I don't know. I mean, granted, they've done so many time frames.
It also sadly might just be coincidence too. Like these game studios probably don't know what each other are working on, and then they just somehow are working on a. But, it is weird that it's all like 3 years after, 3 or 4 years after the Ghost of Tsushima came out. Like I feel like there was enough time to where Ghost of Tsushima did good, and they were like, ooh, let's also make a samurai game.
Samurai Inferno, Samurai Adam. We got Samurai Jordan here. Or just, you know, might as well just really lean into the samurai here. Yeah, I don't really have any desire to buy that game. Maybe I'll be surprised by it if I see more. The Star Wars game looks fun though.
It does.
So
that's a hard maybe for me right now.
Yeah. What was the last one they just had that got pretty good feedback? Like the main character's not an official Star Wars character. He was made for the game.
Like it's already out?
Yeah. It was kind of a harder game.
Jedi Survivor. Fallen Order.
Fallen Order?
Or no?
I can't think of the name right now.
I think Jedi Survivor is the name of the game. Fallen Order, I think, is the first one. I think it's just called Jedi, and then there's like Fallen Order is the first
Fallen
one,
Order?
and then Jedi, and then Survivor.
I don't know why I can't think. Someone apparently, even if I heard it, I'm not going to know it right now.
Point
is, I heard it was good.
The first one got incredible reviews. The second one got ripped apart because it had like performance issues, but I think that's been fixed and is okay now. They're both games I've wanted to play.
I was more of a fan of the one. Dude, I'm so blanking on game names right now. But you were Darth Vader's apprentice. It was the guy David Bloom from Smallville.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
Because Force Awakens is the name of the movie.
I know.
Force Unleashed.
Yes.
I was confused by it yesterday when we were talking about it.
But dude, I love it. I love the.
Let's go next.
Okay.
This is
I'm gonna
Star
turn
Wars,
up a
right?
scale.
Yeah, we can't really hear it here. If you guys need any more volume from game, from the show, or from us, let us know.
Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure.
Maybe a touch more.
Across multiple systems, we will come across
That's good.
many
That's probably good.
opportunities for a scoundrel. In Star Wars Outlaws, one of your motivations for exploration is to find elusive experts scattered across the galaxy.
Okay.
These experts will help Kay pick up new skills to survive in the underworld.
The bartender.
Maybe just a little more.
Here, we're looking for a gunslinger who can teach us some new tricks. Our intel points to the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine. So let's head back to our ship.
Wow, it's crazy how much this feels. Well, I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but I meant it looks like Disney World.
Yeah,
that's how good they did with that.
It's a great place to resupply. Merchants are often affiliated with a syndicate and might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them. This kind of business attracts all kinds of shipjackers, contract brokers, and corrupt officials.
That'd be funny. No lightsabers, just samurai swords. We're like, huh, this is confusing.
It's not Star Wars Samurai.
Your ship, the Trailblazer, is a refined EML 850, the last of its kind.
Speaking of the
Farrell.
On board,
Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of the Force,
to finalize your preparations.
no, not Force Unleashed or whatever, the Star Wars, the Jedi Survivor and all that.
Fallen Order.
There we go. Fallen Order.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, it's still quite the price there.
Is
Hey,
it?
Andy.
There's rumors.
That's not even Ubisoft though. That's EA who makes those ones.
That Star Fox could not find the words again. Star Fox is going to be at the Nintendo Direct. New Star
You
Fox?
can choose to engage with or not.
Did they ever show us much of this? I don't remember seeing much space travel. Remember the Land Cruiser thing, which looked highly entertaining.
No, they did not show much of this kind of stuff at all.
They did, I don't remember it.
Both Fallen Order and Survivor is on Game Pass and works on Game Pass PC, which means I can download it to the Asus Ally and even play it on my trip. That might be a fun one.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Happy to help.
Definitely makes sense.
You can tell Gorak he owes K-Vess a ship.
They do look like
In space,
some
your
samurais.
actions also have consequences and can impact your reputation.
Looks like they got their like,
This
you know,
optional
their
dogfight
gis
allowed us to improve our reputation
slash
in the
kimonos
parks while
with
making
their
a few
sword.
comments. Now let's continue our journey and head to
Yeah, I know. Always. Oh, so this guy though that I can't think of his name, so I'm terrible. Maybe we'll put it on our Twitter. He was accurate pretty much on. I think every post he's ever made is accurate. So everyone says he's the most credible person.
Was it the same guy who leaked the Persona stuff?
Yes. He said that this
We had
next
it. We put it
Nintendo
on the
Direct
thing.
is going to be peak Nintendo Direct. So once again, he's bringing my hopes up there, and they're not discussing the new console. So that's interesting.
Well, yeah, because they want to come out with the games everyone's been waiting for to sell more Switches right before the new console comes out. They want to get rid of
what
all
are they
the
going to have for the new console?
enhanced graphics of the same games.
Well, watch out now.
Welcome to legendary Mos Eisley.
Doesn't look
The
that
infamous hub
legendary.
of scum.
Pretty dusty.
We could head straight to our destination, or explore what
Wow,
the
that
city
looks
has to
good.
offer.
I always love it
Recreating
when a
this
game
iconic
can
city
capture
is a dream
depth
come
where
true
there's
for our
like,
team.
you know what I mean? Almost looks like it's cloudy or in the distance.
Oh yeah, I forget you got a little dog thing too.
Yeah.
That's with you.
That's actually what it's
There are
called.
many
Dog
opportunities
thing.
for
Yeah.
scoundrel, including working your way in with the Hut Cartel. Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control.
Graphically, this looks
even
pretty
though
phenomenal.
The increased
It does.
Imperial presence has been hurting their business. But first, we need to pick up the trail of our expert.
I know, same. Yeah, no new
best
console, but apparently the guy was saying this is peak Nintendo Direct. We'll be the judge.
We learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hut
Rumors.
Whenever there's a
Star
new
Fox,
console, I'm sure
Xenoblade.
I'm gonna guess whenever there's a new console, there'll be a direct that is specific to it. You know?
This looks really fun to ride this around.
Traveling to your destination can be an adventure in itself.
Yeah, I agree. I like just flying through the clouds and then not seeing the land that you just might run right into. I just want to do this. I want to ride that little Land Cruiser. Please tell me you can hop over.
We've reached our destination.
Oh, did you know?
We need to locate our storehouse and find our way into this heavily guarded fortress without triggering the alarm.
Busy place.
No date.
Oh, so you're. This is kind of Metal Gear Solid technique here. The more recent ones of finding the enemies and clicking them, so like then your radar knows where it is. I miss the original Metal Gear Solid. They just showed the radar with everyone.
I know, right?
Just it, there wasn't that extra step. It was just start sneaking and have fun.
All right. Maybe there's a data pad or something that can tell me who that old.
The thing, I know this is really off topic right now, but the thing about the newer Metal Gear Solids, like like 5 and stuff, was they just tried to get too realistic, and 3 to some aspect, which they got rid of the whole stamina thing from what I remember in 4, but they just tried to get too realistic, even though the story is not at all. Like there's people that read minds and float and have vampire powers. You know what I mean? It was like, it's not a realistic story, yet they tried to make all the mechanics very realistic. And it's like, we didn't want that. We just wanted a fun game.
Are you talking for which one?
Metal Gear Solid 5 and stuff.
Oh.
And like
it's sad that I can't even remember much of 5 as far as enemies go, that's kind of disappointing.
I was saying even 3 suffered from a little bit of that. It's like, well, you got to make sure you eat so you have enough stamina to keep moving. And Snake was apparently the weakest person ever because your stamina constantly ran out and you had to eat all the time, or else you just could walk.
I wish Wind Waker HD.
I should talk to her. Oh, come on!
We've been spotted. Well, we now know where to find our gunslinger. Let's get out of here quick.
I mean, I know you're saying it's off topic, but it's impossible to see any sort of stealth without thinking of Metal Gear for me. So
I agree.
Understandable why you thought of it. That's just a.
They're saying this was like the more recent Metal Gears that had the you had to look and then click on the enemies in order to like, you know, give them like a little like tracking thing in your radar.
Is it a missed opportunity if your character doesn't have a
oh, does it come to you?
Lightsaber.
That's kind of cool.
That's fun. Go. Ooh.
Gee, Brett. So you don't believe it.
Oh, cool. It's weird that I could just watch her just drive around on that thing for a while. I just want to see. Can you just hop over mountains with it? I want to see like how crazy you can do with that thing, or does it have to be on the trail?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be open world, so I would hope you can go wherever you want.
Oh.
I heard you're the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The Huts are coming.
Actually, now's a perfect time.
Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown you is the beginning of one of the many adventures you can go on in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills, upgrade your speeder,
Love it. That's what I want to see.
or become an
It's weird how much I've just seen that little
jump over the
little speedster just driving around land. It seems so fun to me that could sell me on the game, just doing that. Because, you know, I just like to look at environments in a game sometimes and be lost in the game. So oh no. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. So far, still looks great.
This verdict's still out for you, though.
Yeah, because this comes out in October, November, I think, is what I don't remember.
Did they already say the release date?
There's a release date for it. I don't remember what it was, though.
Surviving in the workers' district in Canto Bight. Seeing the rich get richer while pulling off small cons with your buddy Nix is all you've ever known. After crossing one of the galaxy's elite, you end up hunted, with your one chance of freedom being an impossible task to pull off one of the greatest heists of all time. To increase your chances
doesn't
of
sound as
survival,
exciting as he
you'll
made
need
it sound
seek
out to be.
Elusive experts scattered all across
You're
the
in a
outer
district where the rich get
from a
richer.
skilled pirate
You
turned
have
sheriff
one
gunslinger
task.
to a Sabak high roller who has perfected sleight of hand, or even a group of scrap hoarding Jawas that can fit off-market parts to your starship.
Okay.
Follow rumors whispered between locals, or a tip-off from a cantina bartender.
In other words,
that
there's a
will
crap
lead
ton to
you
do.
to their location before
See, I'm not always a
embarking
fan
on
of a crap ton to
shady
do.
and often dangerous jobs to grow from a street thief.
Where?
into
Oh,
a fearless
it does. I see it now.
As a wanted scoundrel,
The back of the ship.
it's in your best interest
That's
only to
hilarious.
stick around long enough.
I was trying to actually look for a robot, but right, you're talking about the back of the ship. I'm assuming it looks spot on, like Johnny Five.
Lady Kira and Jabba the Hutt have their hand in every part of the galaxy, from the darkest corner of Acre Station to the lawless sands of Tatooine. Build your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards, or gamble everything.
Why does this guy have
I don't know.
They keep showing him. He's got a little, like,
cross them to land
stuffed
yourself
animal.
a big
Well,
score.
it worked for them to get the camera on him, I guess, if that was his plan. Mission
Along
accomplished.
with our co-development studios all across Ubisoft, and of course,
You got our
Lucasfilm
answer.
Games. It's my
Ubisoft.
privilege
Ubisoft
to share another look
Like,
at this
hey.
childhood dream come true.
UB.
We've crafted
That was about to sound really
passion
inappropriate. I was going to say,
and wonder.
kind of like a, I know you want to
We
be
hope you
hard,
love
but
it too.
you be soft.
If you're
Right?
Yeah.
willing to take the risk,
Let's look like
The
an accent a
galaxy
little bit, you know?
is
Ubisoft.
full
Yeah.
of opportunity.
You be going real fast right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, Oh wow, nice.
It says work in progress. I thought they had a release date.
Welcome to the first ever open world Star Wars game. Set in the dangerous golden age of the underworld.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, Inferno.
A scoundrel looking to start a new life.
You want to know what I feel like would have worked better for this game, maybe? Is if they made it kind of like a Souls-like game where you create your own character, and you can pick Jedi, you can pick Bounty, you can pick...
That would be kind of
that
fun.
way, and there's maybe some multiplayer action, but like, so each playthrough you're kind of a different character with different unique
use a gun.
skills.
Distract him, Nix.
Because I like the idea of that with an open world. That
I think I know where this is going. Said, you know what game doesn't give you a crap ton to do?
Touché.
Constantly adapts to every scenario.
That's a good point, Jordan.
Yeah.
Nix, you want to drop that for me?
Nice job, Nix.
Come on.
I mean, while we're watching this.
Whoa.
I mean, now we've had all this discussion of live streaming, I like don't feel like I can start it yet until we're ready to do that.
To new skills and more lucrative contracts.
All right, you were looking for a game that has a beach type of environment, going to the beach. You know what has a beach?
Final Fantasy IV.
Final Fantasy IV, because there's islands.
Yeah.
Your actions have consequences.
I can't let you walk out of here.
I mean, I am talking about the Old Republic, but I guess now that I'm seeing it in the beauty of this,
and reputation,
you know what I mean? Like this beautiful of a game,
Where is he?
it'd be fun to like create how you want your character to be.
And more attention you'll receive.
I can see that, because that'd be fun. Like,
notorious syndicates of the galaxy.
maybe since you're an outlaw, you wouldn't. Maybe you couldn't necessarily be a Jedi, but that'd be cool if it was different classes. Like you could have kind of like a, almost like.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
Like what was the character in one of the more recent ones that I know we didn't like that much? That had the sword that was still like a metal sword, but it had like a lightsaber like beam across the edge of it.
Character, or are you just talking about the weapon?
Just, I guess the character or the weapon. I don't remember. But there was stuff like that, like where you could even be like you could use a sword, so it's kind of like a lightsaber, even if you're not a Jedi.
Talking about for Mandalorian?
Was that it? Yeah, Mandalorian.
Unique locations.
I need to watch Mandalorian. That I actually have heard is good.
All right, Miza, we've seen a little bit, man.
Traverse the lush jungle world of Akiva.
I want to traverse
the city of Kijimi. The dangerous Savannah Moon of Tashara.
Man, these environments look beautiful, though.
Or roam the lawless.
That's all, because it wouldn't be fun to communicate together and be like, well, how did you create your character? And do you want to meet me at this area? And then we do bounties together and stuff. That could be fun.
That would be fun.
Ready to jump.
That would have went from I'm pretty darn intrigued to for sure buy. And then I'd probably convince 4 other people to get it too. This little guy's...
He looks fun.
Yeah, he does.
This is the life of an outlaw. A life where you fight,
nice,
explore, and infiltrate parts of the galaxy you never
looks
thought
really
possible.
good.
There are opportunities at every turn. And if you're willing to take the risk,
beauty-wise,
and defy the odds, the galaxy is yours for the taking.
Oh, so that's not even your ship. She took the ship.
I
or
can
maybe
see
they
this...
still, or maybe they captured her and she's
yeah, that makes sense.
Escaping with her ship.
This looks like one of those games that I would play and never beat.
August 30th.
But I would just drive around
Earlier
it.
than I thought. August 30th.
Yeah, that is really soon.
I kind of hate that it seems pretty common for games to come out between like late August through November. Like that's the biggest time for gaming. And that's when I'm the busiest with work, you know? So I don't ever really get to play them. See, this is another one of those things I was talking about. This is just Call of Duty with different skins and maps.
I think I'm trying to think how to explain this because I can get where you're coming from with some of the stuff. Not completely sometimes because I feel like there's not as many first-person shooters sometimes as it seems. Like I feel like the genres, there's a lot of everything right now. However, when I think there's something that looks just like something else, I'm like, why would I not go play just the other thing? So I feel like it's got to have something pulling me more away that looks unique. So if something looks just like Call of Duty, I'm like, I'll just go play Call of Duty.
Did that just look like Call of
Duty? It
Duty?
looked a little too much, at least what I saw. I was reading something, so I may have missed some stuff.
Have fun with the world we
I just mean it from that perspective.
We gathered a lot of your feedback during Season 1, and we are continuing to work with you.
Like, you know, there's Overwatch. I don't think Overwatch is like Call of Duty. If that makes sense. It's very different. Totally characters with their own abilities, like one's laying bombs on the ground, one's flying, and it's a strategy multiplayer game of team. Totally different in art, but when something's like, this feels mechanically the same in the
orchestral fleet and reward you with new loot if you are victorious.
Some people want that though. They're just like, I'm sick of playing this. I want something like it.
Fast, maneuverable, and perfect as a warship or smuggling vessel. This season will have you face off against a vicious and hungry new sea monster, the Megalodon, Lestari. Special time-limited events, the Summer Fiesta and Dragon's Regatta boat races will have you competing for additional rewards to customize your ships and arsenal. We've also added community-requested features, including fleet management, allowing you to assign your ships to a POI, secure your profits, expand your empire, and deliver precious pieces of aid. New solo and PvE game modes have been added, giving you more ways to acquire manufactories and defend them from rivals looking to cripple your empire. Ship upgrades will elevate your favorite ships to powerful new levels, offering further diversity in your playstyle. This summer, the fresh
kind of was intrigued to play Sea of Thieves because the idea of
Into the Dragon's Wake.
whoa.
You will meet the mysterious Li Tianning, a renegade of the naval faction, the Dragon's Claw. This new Sea Lord will create a big impact on the open seas and brings new activities, stories, and rewards. You will also face off against a brand new legendary sea monster like never before.
Okay, well, this game just kind of intrigued me a little bit more, actually, as I was getting ready to say something.
Adding a dragon thing?
Yeah, just adding like some more stuff than just ship battles. But I was going to say, Sea of Thieves is fun because you're on the water, and you really are kind of doing pirate stuff, like stopping at a place, getting goods. So that seemed kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I never got to play it. Wanted to.
I can see a pirate game being pretty cool.
Yeah.
If they do it right.
Keep working hard to bring you original, amazing.
I like the idea of fighting sea creatures for some reason.
To go on this journey with you.
I'd love to see a game like Final Fantasy VII
Hello,
Rebirth,
everyone.
like that.
I'm Gwen
Even that
Vero,
like battle system
brand
kind of
director
mechanic,
of
but with
Prince of
like
Persia.
swords and
And today,
your
I have
pirates,
3
and then you have to
treats for
get
you.
to other places is on your pirate ship.
Since
Yeah.
1989,
That would be fun.
players have gone on epic adventures through legendary Persia, embodying relentless princes, capable of defying gravity, running on walls, rewinding time to avoid traps, and defeating mythical creatures.
Yep.
To celebrate the 35th anniversary of this iconic franchise,
I've never heard of
we
Prince of
wanted
Persia.
to give you new, exhilarating adventures. Back in January,
I'm gonna just
Prince
be
of
honest with you
Persia:
guys,
The Lost Crown
because you know I wouldn't lie to
released to
you.
critical
I've
acclaim
never played a Prince of Persia
from
game.
media
I had the very first
and
one.
players.
I think I actually might have had the second on
Today,
PlayStation as well.
Now, granted, when I say stuff like that, I don't mean like I haven't picked it up and played it. I'm saying like, for me, 30 minutes to an hour doesn't count. I'm
Yeah.
saying, you know what I mean? Like I legit just haven't really played one.
I played the very first one a lot when I was younger.
They look good. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this looked fun. The new Prince of Persia.
The one I remember specifically how he would always be like, he'd fall off something because it was supposed to be him retelling the story of what happened. He'd fall off something and be like, "Wait, no, that's not what happened," and then like rewind.
Yeah.
A glimpse of story DLC.
Nice. It's a nice slide.
I guess, okay, technically, I'm forgetting they had older Prince of Persias that were 2D and side scrollers. I played the first one that was on PlayStation 1, if I remember right. It was either PS1 or PS2. Sands of Time, that like you could rewind and...
Sands of Time, I think, was on 2?
Maybe.
Yeah, 95.
They hadn't had any others that I know of for a while until they did that one.
But we are not stopping there. Ubisoft has partnered with the indie studio Evil Empire to bring their amazing independent spirit to the franchise. The Rogue Prince of Persia, which released just a few weeks ago, is a fast-paced action platforming roguelite. Throughout the early access phase, we'll be gathering valuable feedback from you all, while also delivering regular updates and additional content. Here's a taste.
Oh, here's a little taste. The
We're
glory.
recording this just before early access release, while everyone is in full debugging mode and completely freaking out. So by the time you see this, the Rogue Prince of Persia would have been out for 2 weeks already. And it's time to thank you, people from the future, for all your love and the billions of sales we've made now that the game is bug-free and has 100% positive reviews. Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the Temple of Fire, is about to release. Check it out.
Finally, I will leave you with a glimpse of what we are calling our love letter to one of the most beloved games in the entire series. One that I'm sure you'll agree is truly timeless. Thank you.
Is it Sands of Time? Sands of Time. 2026.
Wow.
I had a lot of fun with it as a kid. Like, or teenager, I guess, technically.
Man, I kind of wish I saw something of it, because that
I
piques
know.
my interest.
With Rocksmith Plus, you can learn
It's obviously a
guitar,
very popular one that you hear all about, and I haven't played it, so...
It was fun.
And now PlayStation.
Would you get that?
Maybe. It was a lot of fun. Like, it was very, it was like Tomb Raider-ish with some different mechanics. Like, it was very, you had to figure out the puzzles and get the stuff and, like, get things in the right order, like, you know.
Learn with Rocksmith Plus. Plus, get real-time feedback with personalized AI recommendations to grow your skills each day. And best
Like,
of
I remember
all,
there being a
new
lot
users
of things
can
where, like,
download
you'd be, like,
Rocksmith
trapped
Plus
somewhere
free
and you
with
had to
access
push and
limited
pull
number of
blocks and
songs,
stuff to
lessons,
get
and
into, like,
features.
new areas.
Try for free today.
And you could, like, rewind time. I remember, like, you could, like, rewind certain things to solve puzzles, but you could also use the rewind feature in, like, battle to, like,
No freaking way.
pull enemies a different way and then, like, stab them or something.
Oh my
There's a lot of fun
God.
game mechanics in that one, especially for the time period.
Probably going to be saying that a lot.
Oh, Avatar?
Did you watch the new one?
No.
The new movie? I didn't either.
Easy. We're going to be best pals.
Oh, so it's Avatar Call of Duty.
Slide and punch a guy. It's great.
Did the game get good reviews?
No idea.
I was surprised to see it was a first-person shooter. Like, that was not what I expected from an Avatar game.
The battle has been won.
The game looks pretty.
It is time to heal, rejoice, and celebrate. Welcome to the great games.
Target is secured.
I got too many games for this one. The game doesn't look bad. It's just like I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah. I know. I'm starting to be more picky about the games I actually buy.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I went for a long time, many years, where it was like, even if there was the slightest hint of interest, I bought it. And then there are just way too many games I have not played now.
Huh. That'd be interesting.
Long time no see.
A Zelda Rabbids. The Crew Motorfest.
Hi everyone. What a first year we had with the Crew Motorfest. Season 4 will be the final update of Year 1 coming in July. It will be all
Streets
about
closed,
car
pizza boy.
customization, and you will discover our latest playlist, Donk versus the Rider. Now,
Is that your car?
Let's talk about the future.
What's this?
I'm
Is that your
thrilled
car?
to give you a first
Standing
look
by
at
it.
our festival program for the year to come.
That's not how you stand by your car.
It's more
Fest
Fast
will
and
continue to
Furious
grow
stuff.
with more season, cars, and playlists. We will start with Season 5 and a huge surprise. We know many of you love spending hours exploring our beautiful world. So, what about discovering a new playground? Yes, a brand new Hawaiian island will be added
That's
to
just
the
that
game at the
comment.
launch of
No,
Season
you stand by your
5
car. That's
for
how you race
free.
your car. It's
Season
like, that's
5
not what you
will
asked. You asked
also
if it
bring a
was my
sequel
car.
to fan favorite
You didn't ask,
playlist with Men in
can you
Japan,
race your car?
Volume 2. Year 2 will introduce a brand new gameplay
Monica!
experience. Chase and Takedown arrive at Motorfest.
Should watch that with
Let's
Haley
look.
tonight. Fast and Furious.
She would
the
not
original.
enjoy that at all.
Oh yeah, she would.
No, she would not.
Oh man.
There's sometimes I like question whether she'll actually enjoy a movie, and I'm like, she might like this one. That is one I know for sure.
And once our target is in sight, it's on.
Oh, thank you, Harris.
Thank you, Harris, for the subscribe.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Sorry, I need to keep checking this.
There's no rest for us, as the chase never stops.
The Chase Squad will be joining Motorfest in November as premium PvE content. To find out more, tune in to our next The Crew Showcase in September. Thank you for watching and see you there.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans.
What in the world?
I bring forth tidings of hope across our
This is a different type of trailer.
Yep.
For we stand on the threshold of a new age. Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth. An era of prosperity
Kinda like this guy.
upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
You can take it from here.
Well, maybe they're gonna show some more. Okay, I was gonna say that gave us.
This is the first
like,
building type game we've seen this
That
week.
was awesome. Hi, my name is Manuel
Yeah, there's
Reiner.
been
I'm
a
creative
lot of
director.
building games.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director, and it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf
You
of
see any
the
engines
Ubisoft
there, Mace?
Studio,
No.
stand before you to give you
That Doug guy in the original
extraordinary new
Fast and
chapter
Furious is absolutely
in
incredible.
117 Pax Romana, a fan favorite setting that's been highly awaited. Now, we'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117, time of the Pax Romana.
Yes, and united by conquest, the Empire found its way to peace and become a cultural melting pot. Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience unlike anything you have ever played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be able to choose your starting province. Either the mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion, where no civilized Roman wants to be, or the traditional Roman heartlands, Latium, close to the hungry heart of Empire.
Manu, I'm so excited for this game.
Same for me.
And there are so many more exciting
Her, the
features
bottom half of
and
her just like
details that
disappears
we'll
with the
reveal in
background.
time. So stay tuned for next year as Anno 117 Pax Romana will be releasing on both PC and console. But it's with great passion and excitement that we bring this 25-year-old timeless game here to the main stage at Ubisoft Forward. And to our core, loyal fans, a massive thank you, because without you, none of this would be possible.
Thank you, everyone.
Woo!
I remember the first For Honor they showed. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. Now I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Here's another samurai game.
It's one of those games that's like probably fun. I just am so limited, man. It's gotta, you know.
It does seem, it's like the year of samurai games and city builders. Seen a lot of both of those.
Which that's what we were asking for.
Yeah, I mean, I will say we've all, for years, I feel like when we've done these streams, it's always been like, man, another first-person shooter. Oh, another first-person shooter. Now I'm like, maybe we'd take another first-person shooter over another city builder.
I know. Dang, look at that Monopoly board. It's music. Are we listening to Tron while we play Monopoly?
It's Tronopoly.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
whoa, whoa. Riders Republic. Wait, are these like hoverboard?
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Those boys don't work on water unless you have power. Little Back to the Future 2 reference. I got a pit bull now. Please tell me someone remembers this line. I mean, I know Krakus would, but... Dude, you remember the Kirby game where you're racing with Kirby while you're eating stuff? It was like it never came to physical. It was a downloadable game. I thought it looked pretty entertaining.
You're racing with Kirby?
Yeah, you're kind of like going down a track in a way. maybe a course is a better term to say. And when I think you're eating, you're kind of building speed. Looked pretty entertaining. I never get to play it.
That.
Kirby's Bake Off.
I'm guessing they're going into Assassin's Creed Shadows now. So far they've done these musical things before, like the big games. Like they did it for Star Wars too. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very much like Kirby Fall Guys. I appreciate the music opening, even though I don't think I'm going to be sold on the game. We'll see. Just because I never played Assassin's Creed forever, and then I got Mirage, like, this looks like it's kind of back to the roots, but then all of a sudden I saw more of it, and I'm like, actually, I'd rather go back and play some of the ones I missed now, like Syndicate. There's another time period I really wanted to play.
Black Flag good?
Everyone says Black Flag was really good.
Wasn't that kind of pirate themed?
Yes. A lot of some.
See, that's it. That seems like that might be fun.
Everyone says it's really good.
That served the light.
The ocean
Let's see.
new ships, but they all come from the same
Sell me game.
Greed, power, vengeance.
I want to see like actual, not cinematic. I want to see like actual gameplay.
And follow the blade.
Together.
Oh yeah, didn't they say something about? Do you have to be online to play? I don't remember. But there was some controversy with this about that.
To be here today to present our dream project, a game that we have wanted to make for a very long time. Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan at the end of Sengoku era.
See that random guy?
It was a period of war, where clans were fighting for power. A turning point in history, culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows.
Oh my gosh, well, I can't think of that
and
movie,
a time
Brett.
where the greatest warrior became heroes and inspired the most amazing
I see
and
pride.
well-known epic
I see
fantasy,
power.
the samurai and the shinobi. Two perfect archetypes for our
Oh my
dual
gosh, can't think of that movie.
You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the shinobi, with Naue, a young woman from the mountains of Iga province, who was forced by war to learn the arts of deception.
Correct, because you got to tell me. That's going
also
to
experience
bug me.
Japan through the eyes of Yasuke, an historical character whose legend is surrounded by mysteries. It allows us to tell the story of a foreigner who becomes a samurai under Oda Nobunaga,
Is it? I don't think
the
so.
most powerful daimyo at that time.
I don't picture Karate Kid when I see that. I see
Two
pride.
protagonists with unique personal stories and views of the world.
It's going to drive me nuts.
Once allied, player can bounce freely between both characters. Play either as Yasuke, a strong combat-focused samurai, or as Naue, the agile and stealthy shinobi.
You can go back and forth between the characters, he said.
And as you progress in your adventure,
Oh,
you'll feel the time
thank
passing
you.
like
Cool
never
runnings.
before.
Gosh.
We're introducing a full year cycle where you'll be able to rediscover a location under different seasons.
Sorry, what'd you say?
He just said you can
For
bounce
example,
between the
in
two
winter,
characters.
Ice
Like,
may prevent you
Yeah, that
from
part
going
sounds
on
cool.
anytime.
But as the season gets warmer, you can
That's
now
cool.
use
That's
towns
changes
to
seasons.
approach your enemies. Or heavy rain.
Man, I want to go to
Lucky
Japan
play
during that
the
time
environment.
when the cherry
Get
blossoms
lure
are out.
Or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to vanish in the shadows.
Yeah, Ninja Theory's made some good stuff.
Each day and season bring its own challenges. But today, I'm
Like sometimes
really
they
excited
they
to share
get
an
more
extended look at Assassin's Creed
flack
Shadows
than they
gameplay.
should.
Ninja Theory?
You're
Yeah,
about to
they
see a
usually make
sequence
pretty
where
entertaining
Naue and
games.
Yasuke are hunting corrupted daimyo through beautiful parts of Japan. You'll see
Japan.
the dynamic of our two heroes, and now they complement their strengths with the unstoppable force of Yasuke and the deadly skills of Naoe. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
Like I remember even when they did the Devil May Cry like reboot, and that got some heat because like, you know, he went emo and did all this. It's like it was still a fun game. It played well.
I tread my own path.
Let me tell you a game, Joey, that I want to play that they made that I have now that I missed on PS3. Enslaved. I don't know if you ever played it. I actually got it for Christmas because it was just a game I always thought about. Still haven't played it yet.
The fields are busy.
Heavenly Sword
Big harvest requires
was a
many hands.
freaking awesome game by them. Did you ever play Heavenly Sword on PS3?
No.
It was my first PS3 game, and it was made by Ninja Theory. I just talked about this like 5 streams ago. It's one of the coolest things ever. I guess I don't want to run story stuff, but you eventually get this weapon, and at the end, it's literally you versus like an army, and you're just like, and you're just like knocking hordes of people back. It was so entertaining. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think what you missed.
I will not tolerate this disrespect. No, please.
They showed. Oh, they did announce Prince of Persia. What, Sands of Time remake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't show anything
But yeah,
other than like
announcement, I guess.
other than like a title graphic.
Yeah.
Well, you are a friendly beast, are you not?
It's a Shiba Inu.
Does your dog bite? If the dog bit right after that, that would have been classic. Whoa.
Hurry, sir. Please.
Right behind you, little one.
Oh, Baba. I brought someone.
Ikimaru, I wonder where you went. Ah, a samurai. One that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger.
Does it?
yes, But you have nothing to fear from me.
What's your dog's name? Hungry fella?
Fear from the men of Kochiyama. They abuse their power, taxing us again and again, leaving us only scraps. I bet they are in the market now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit, ridding a village of a threat like these men.
Is that so? Then I shall see it done. For this life, if not the next.
Man, it's hard anymore for me to play a game where it's like task oriented instead of just straight
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this could be story right now, but I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can just get a little overwhelmed when I'm trying to
You're trying
play a
to
game to relax. I don't want to feel like I have to do a bunch of tasks. Like,
I agree.
More corruption.
I lost my earring. I'll help you find it. And you go like in a freaking hay field, like trying to find an earring, and you're like,
you
man.
like accept every task you come across because you don't want to.
That's my personality, anyways.
Because you don't want to you don't want to miss it, but then it's like, then you got a million
Ginger.
dots all over your.
What is happening here?
All over your map for things you haven't even completed.
It's a cute dog name.
I told you, keep walking.
He decided to not keep walking. What kind of sword is that?
Well, it's
like a
freaking oh, nice dodge. Dude, that you don't want to get hit by that.
I will say, you know how great the
He's fine. Shake it off.
how great the battle system in
Ghost
Ghost
of
of
Tsushima?
Tsushima was.
So good.
It was amazing. It's like it's a little difficult to get used to right at first, but man, once you get the hang of it, like
But dude, that's
playing
why
feels so good.
That's why it was so hard for me to progress in the game because I wanted all the moves.
Yeah.
And part of the stuff to go do was to learn new techniques from like masters and stuff.
I felt like I still learned enough, and I mostly focused on the story.
I know. I just
did
wanted
some
to know
extra
it all.
stuff.
Yeah, that'll do it. Pretty much.
Doesn't matter. Up the road toward the castle. A corrupt samurai named Fujioka.
I guess he's got a samurai sword too, but he's like, you know what?
Let's use this thing.
Yeah.
Village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
Okay, well, I like the,
You get him.
music here.
Oof. Okay, calm down, Sephiroth.
Oh, I thought that was the guy.
Actually, I guess it was Cloud who does that. Just to Sephiroth.
Why did he kill that guy? I thought that guy was the guy that he was like saving for some reason.
Yeah, this music is pretty solid, huh?
Who do you think you are?
Well, what do you ask?
I am justice.
I think the battle system in this is as good as.
Ooh.
I think it's as good as Ghost of Tsushima. I feel like they can't copy it exactly, or else people would say they did. You know, it's got to be different. But Ghost of Tsushima just did the samurai battle system so well.
It has such cool moves in it.
I was going to handle that.
Too slow.
I want to see gameplay with her.
What did you find?
She actually looks like she might be the more
She's making
fun
me
one.
think of Sheik.
From the villagers.
From, you know, Ocarina
Zelda?
of Time, yeah.
So now we know who he
So,
worked for.
which is
Based on the trailer they showed the other day, which was mostly cinematics, I feel like she might be the more fun one to play, though. Like her fight style.
To find.
The daimyo. He's there.
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Wait, did they
Or
just
just
meet?
through the front
I guess
gates.
not.
No, he knew who she was. Do it.
It's almost dark. No one will see me coming.
They will not stand a chance. But be careful in there.
Don't worry. I won't be alone. It'll be me and the shadows.
Oh, shadows are your friend, huh? We go way back. I was
See,
born in the
Kyle,
darkness.
I feel like
Serve the light.
she makes more sense for an Assassin's
I'll
Creed
go
game because
straight for
she's
the daimyo.
sneaky. He just kind of
When
walked right in
fighting
there and
a
was like,
snake, why wrestle the body when you can slice off the head?
Okay. Why go for the body when we could slice off the head?
she said something about a snake.
See, this is what makes Assassin's Creed fun, is the whole, like...
The sneaking. So I was saying,
The way
that's
you
why-
do it is just highly entertaining as far as the... you know, and the climbing stuff is always entertaining as well.
You're mine now, snake.
Darkness.
Who did that?
Oh, that's giving you real Metal Gear Solid vibes.
Lord Hayashi cannot seem to stay in his quarters.
How's she gonna do this? Just land right on it? That would not feel great.
Nope. See, this would be
grave, huh?
the way I would want to play.
Well, yeah,
I like
this is what makes Assassin's Creed fun. This sort of stuff, like the climbing, just climbing, and just that there's something about that little hand blade that's highly entertaining. Oh gosh.
Oh, you want to knock her out? Was she doing anything?
She decided to just choke her out.
Yeah.
You know?
I do kind of like that you can turn off lights in order to hide more.
This looks like Mr. Miyagi's dojo right here. Oh, I love it. That's actually pretty great.
Victor's asking if we want any coffee.
I'm good.
He's coming. I need to hide.
Oh, he heard that. He heard it. Yeah, very parkour.
All of you! First, Fujioka dies in the street at the hands of some stranger! And then you serve me scalding tea? Besides ruining its delicate flavor, I nearly lose my tongue for business!
Fujioka must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance.
Ow.
A daimyo like that.
What if that guy caught that in his
slower
teeth?
death than the one
Knife
I
jack.
must give him.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Uh-huh. Oh, she took the water. That's cool. The main target? Yep. Oh! Got a nice ball and chain. I forget what that's called, but that's pretty dope. Actually looks really fun to play with. Mace, am I mistaken? Didn't they say that this game you had to be online to play? You missed it when she was in water. She had a little piece of bamboo, Jordan, to breathe out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just remember some people are mad about that. Something like that.
What?
I just could have sworn like there was something like you had to be online. Let me see. No, you just need an online connection to be able to install the game. I'm not sure.
Inferno, I think they are somewhat. I mean, yeah, I don't think they are like exactly the truth. Isn't Assassin's Creed? Man, like I said, I played some of the first one, but not enough, and it was a long time ago. Aren't they all kind of like? Aren't they all in some weird way futuristic too? Isn't like someone being sent back in time to take over that person to like change something? Is that kind of how they go? Something like that.
Basically, you're reliving those memories
of like an ancestor, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yep.
Okay.
For games. I wanted to say thank you to all Ubisoft teams around the world. Their talent, creativity, hard work is what makes all of us and all this possible. So
I don't know if all of them are. I mean, I could be totally mistaken on that.
No.
To all our players, thank you. Your passion is our driving force.
I'm just pretty happy it's over. I got way too much work to do.
For you to get your hands on the amazing games you have seen today.
What would you think? Star Wars looked beautiful.
Star Wars looked great. I actually think the Assassin's Creed looked
better
than I was
hoping.
expecting
Or
it to.
looked better than I was thinking. There it
Gameplay
is.
looked good, and with all the samurai things coming out, that one looked fun. And like, I think the girls' gameplay looked more fun, in my opinion.
You love some stealth.
I do. That's
I mean,
fun.
that's what I'm saying. Most of them are, though. Most all Assassin's Creed are. So I think, like...
Maybe I just haven't given Assassin's Creed a fair chance. Maybe I should go back and do some of the good ones. Because it's not like they're all connected. You could play whichever one.
I got a whole
stack of them.
Oh yeah, I mean dead serious. I have 3 on Switch now.
Yeah,
and then I have I just got the other ones on Xbox, and they do have some improvements. So that's why I thought I'll get on Xbox, put it on the Series X, get some enhancements.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta go. We got a lot of stuff to do, but appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for sticking around, watching this with us. Hope you guys have a good day.
Yep. We'll see you. Sorry to jump off real quick, but we got
we got a lot of stuff.
Booty ton of work to do.
Yeah,
today.
we do. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Have a good one. Happy Monday.
All right, Victor said he's gonna be. Oh yeah. Did you tell them
Real
about
quick.
the? Okay, so Nintendo Direct. There wasn't an official thing.